Did you know that in 1892, one of every 3 American households had a Rubik's Cube? I've been solving Rubik's Cubes for the last year now, and I've had a lot of success teaching others how to solve the Rubik's Cube. Being college students today, you see yourself having a lot of free time where you're trying to fill that time with something, and I know I've been bored a lot so far since I've been in college, so a good way to fill in some of that time is learn how to solve the Rubik's Cube. Today I'm going to teach you the history of the Rubik's Cube, strategies in solving the Rubik's Cube, and interesting things about the Rubik's Cube you may not have known. Which brings me to my first main point. The Rubik's Cube is an interesting toy, but many people do not know where it originated from. The Rubik's Cube, according to the Encyclopedia Britannica Online Library Edition, it was invented in 1974 by Erno Rubik. He was a professor he was a Hungarian professor. He worked in the Department of Interior Design and Academy of Applied Arts in Budapest, and originally he used the Rubik's Cube as a teaching tool because he was trying to get his kids to think more 3D-like. He didn't realize it was actually a puzzle until he mixed it apart one day after class and realized he had a lot of trouble trying to put it back together. One of the things that he's very happy about with the Rubik's Cube is, as with most things nowadays, everyone's trying to make things better. Like cars do, make improvements every year, but since he invented the Rubik's Cube, no one's made any improvements on it, so actually he was pretty excited that no one could think of a better way to have the Rubik's Cube made. It earned top toy awards in 1980 in Germany, Britain, France, and the US, and was originally named the Magic Cube. So now that you know the history about it, I'm going to teach you some strategies in solving it, which brings me to my second point. Many different strategies are used in solving the Rubik's Cube, and according to Thomas Rubicki, Math Intelligence 2010, algorithms play an important role in solving the Rubik's Cube. And what an algorithm is different strategies to mix up the cube where you solve a new part, but you don't mix up the part you already solved. So it's very important to be able to solve a Rubik's Cube by not mixing up what you just did, but being able to solve the new part of the cube. So I have here the steps involved in solving the Rubik's Cube, and the first step is to be able to get the white X on the bottom. Once you get the white X on the bottom, you want to be able to get the bottom completely done with the white, and as I have here, the white's completely done on this one, but you want to make sure that the row on the bottom lines up with the middle piece on that row. So as you can see, I have the bottom done, lined up with the middle piece on all sides. Once you solve that, you need to completely solve the second row. And once you completely solve the second row, you should have the white and the middle 2 rows done on every part of the cube. And that next part is solving the top. And right here, I'll show you one of the algorithms that I have is you're trying to solve the top. So one move would be up, over, down, over, up, over, over, and now you have the top solved. But all the other parts here stayed together, so that's what the algorithm is. So, as I'll show you right now real quickly, different algorithms allow you to do different parts on the Rubik's Cube. So now it's solved. So, algorithms are a key important part because it allows you to be able to fix the cube without messing up other parts. So now you know steps in solving the Rubik's Cube. I'm going to teach you different interesting information you may not have known about it. Which brings me to my third point, that Rubik's Cubes have evolved over the years. There's different styles of cube nowadays. There's, well, that's the finished product. There's 4x4s, 5x5s, 6x6, and 7x7. And this is a 3x3. Obviously, the more cubes that you have, the more difficult it is because you have to be able to solve more cubes on each side without messing up the previous ones. So it takes more algorithms to solve. And according to the World's Cube Association, there's competitions held out the world each year. There's the World's Rubik's Cube competition in Bangkok, Thailand in October. There's the United States National Championship in Columbus, Ohio in August. And there's a Taiwan Spring Open in Taiwan in April. The fastest recorded time ever solving a Rubik's Cube in a competition is 7.08 seconds. So in conclusion, The Rubik's Cube is a challenging and exciting toy that's fun for all ages. I taught you where it originated from, tips to solving it, and how it has evolved over the years. So now I hope you have a better idea of what the Rubik's Cube is like and how to solve it, and hopefully now you'll get interested enough to go solve it yourselves and be able to teach others someday.